Hello and welcome back once again to my channel. And today I rarely record anything at the evening, but today I'm going to do that. I had yet another shitty day, but now it's going to change because I'm going to watch some. This was actually suggested by one of you guys. On the comments, another interview with the warning. Quite long one, I would say, but let's get to it. I actually have a few of these interviews. I have to check. This is one of them, and one of them is a vlog where they talk about new music. But it's an old one recorded I don't know, in 2016 I think, also sent to me by one of you guys, and I thank you for it. But let's start with this one. Let's go.
Hi there, and thank you so much for joining us. My name is Christy from Alberta, Canada, and today I have the distinct pleasure of introducing you to three young, incredibly talented young ladies. Actually, we're crossing borders today. They're down in Mexico, and you may know these girls from YouTube. They are well known for their covers of songs like We're Not Gonna Take It, Metallica's Enter Sandman, and Back in Black. They have hundreds of thousands of views on these videos, and today you get to meet them. Thank you so much for joining us today, girls. How are you?
Hi, fine, thank you. And you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, this is an old one from 2015, I think. My god, the girls are young. Like, I'm so used to right now the how they look nowadays and all that, but they're so cute.
You are the Warning Band, and I understand that you just absolutely love playing music and everything that you do. So why don't each of you introduce yourselves and just tell us a little bit about who you are and what instrument you play.
Okay, well, I am Dani. I have 15 years old. I play the guitar, piano, I sing, and I play saxophone. I love music. Music is my life, so yeah.
Hi, I'm Paulina. I am 13 years old. I play the drums, I play the piano, and I sing. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ale. I'm 10 years old. I play the bass, I sing, and I play saxophone.
Awesome. Well, girls, you are so talented.
How cute is that? I had no idea that they play saxophone as well, like the blowing instruments. That's I already knew about the piano thing and all that, but wow, that's it's a different thing to play any kind of like a normal instrument, like but these saxophones and flutes and all that, it's totally different world for me at least. But wow.
Love watching your videos and all the covers that you've done. But I understand that you have actually been compared, Paulina in particular, compared to one of your musical idols. Tell me about that.
Actually, that's like amazing because our goal is to be as good as those people. So to somebody tell you like, oh, you play as good as that person, it's like, whoa, so I'm actually getting somewhere. My goal is I'm actually reaching my goal. It feels amazing.
Of course, the person that we're talking about is Lars Ulrich, one of the people that you look up to as a musician. Who are some of the other people that each of you look up to and aspire to be like in the musical industry?
Well, I like a lot Brian May. He's the guitar player of Queen. He's awesome. It will be so cool to be just like him one day.
I look up to Neil Peart, the drummer of Rush. He's like one of the best drummers in the world. I would totally love to be as good as drummer as him.
I love Paul McCartney. I'll actually like play with him or be as good as him someday.
All right. Well, we all know you.
This is so cool to hear about the influences. I had my own doubts about what kind of like you've heard when I'm doing reaction videos. I've said it before, like the 90s thing in the music that reminds me of, or I get these thoughts that what kind of music they are into. But quite surprising actually, looking up for Lars Ulrich, because I I know that they are already better, or were better at that age, at that time that this interview was made, and really interesting. And it's fun to hear like the girls are a bit shy and all that. It's so early on in their career, and it still is early at this time. It's like they were professionals 5 years ago, and now they're doing their third album, and I just can't put words like how much I'm waiting to hear what the new album is going to be.
From playing rock and roll, is that kind of the biggest genre for you, or what other influences play a part in the music that you play?
Well, we like a lot of music, every type of music, but we love the most rock and roll. It's awesome. You just get a feeling of, I don't know, wanting to scream, and we love music.
Yeah, and since we were little, our parents listened a lot to rock music. So it was the first genre that we actually liked. So that's
Since
the thing
we
that
were
stuck
little.
to us most.
Well, girls, you spend a lot of your days playing music. So kind of walk me through your days. I mean, you go to school all day and come home at night and basically practice and get ready for band rehearsal.
Yeah, we go to school Monday through Friday, every day at 7:30 till 2 o'clock. Then we get home, we eat, then we practice each instrument 1 hour each one if we can. And then it's homework. Always it's practicing before homework.
Yes.
Yeah. And we try to sleep early because we know that the next day is going to be the same of hard work.
Why is that so important for you to get all of that music in there?
It's like when we were little, we really listened to music, so it stuck a lot to us. So when we were given the chance to play instruments, it was like, well, yeah, let's do it. It's a really good opportunity. When we
I have to pause it for a moment. Once again, how oriented they are towards playing and learning music, and of course that's the reason why they are so good at it. But and this is I've told this one before, that my favorite band is Jethro Tull from the late 60s. They have been playing different kind of guys in the band, but the point of the Jethro Tull was always, it wasn't like a typical, in that era, typical rock band was like there was drinking and drugs and all that, typical late 60s, 70s. And there were some people in the band passed away through the years, but like the lead singer and flute player Ian Anderson, and always the work ethic behind that band was that they start. It is like work in a way that you start the day, and it's always 8 hours. Either it's a studio or anything like that, but making songs, it's 8 hours a day, like any other job. That's how you get good at it, and that's what you get to do. If you haven't heard Jethro Tull, please. They have all kind of music throughout the years, different genres and all that. But I'm always been interested about the work ethic behind it, and that's the only way to learn is to do things. Anyone can learn to play anything if you put your mind into it and put the work into it. It's, I don't know, you don't have to be born like with talent. You can learn it if you just put your mind into it. And I see it or I hear it, like the girls say, all that work, going to school and homework, and still have to learn different instruments every day, and that it all makes perfect sense now why they are so good.
Started playing, we were like really young. She was 5 years old, I was 3, Ale wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
So we started playing piano, and then we started playing the drums, the guitar, and the bass. And it was this huge, we had a lot of fun with it, even though it took a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, yes. Sometimes you get really mad, sometimes you get really tired, but in the end, it's still worth it.
Yeah, and our father and mother told us that playing an instrument, it's a big responsibility. And if you're going to do something, you have to do it right. So that's what inspired us to each and every day keep going.
Yes, hard work every day to reach our goal and keep learning.
That's awesome. Well, you definitely, just from your performances that we've seen online, you can see the hard work. Ali, for you play bass guitar, and sometimes it almost looks like that guitar is almost too big for you. How do you do it?
It is. The size of my bass guitar, it's not the actual size. It's still big for me. Before, I had an even smaller bass, so I just hugged it. I couldn't play it. First, I didn't know how to play it. Second, it was too big, too heavy for me. But as the time I got used to it, and it's not that heavy as before.
It's almost like your sport, isn't it? I understand that you actually don't have time for sports, but if you did have time, you almost avoid them, don't you?
Yes, actually, personally, I really don't like sports. We really don't like sports.
It's very tiring.
And it's also very dangerous. Like, if we even had time, it will be very dangerous, like, for our hands. If we played basketball, volleyball, to run, to do something like that, we could hurt our hands really easily. So,
and if we hurt them, like just 2 months of resting,
recovery, and those things.
It takes a lot of.
Just to say, actually playing, and especially on the stage with all the lights, and it gets really hot. And I read somewhere that and like an hour of gig, it's like same like doing a long jog or something. It's really hard. It can go like it almost is like a sport. And what I've seen and heard the girls doing nowadays, 2-hour gigs, and still that age, and they're already used to it. So I don't think they even have to consider doing sports. Just had to say that.
Of practice time that we don't get used to, and we have to start getting
like all over again. Start like remembering, because sometimes you forget stuff that you already saw and you need to see them again, remember them again, and it's more hard work.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what is your goal with this? I mean, you put so much time into your music. You have such a passion for it. What do you hope to do with your music?
Our goal right now is to learn more, learn and learn and learn, because you can never learn enough. And we're still very young. We still have a lot to learn. But we would like to be musicians, like for a living. It would be awesome to like be on stage and say, I'm making a living out of this. I'm actually doing something that I like and I'm getting paid. It will be so cool. Yeah, that's our goal, to be musicians. Very good musicians.
They do say that if you love something, you should find a way to get paid to do it. So that's always a good plan.
Yes.
Well,
Now, in order to gain more experience and get some more training, I understand that you have this hope and dream to be able to go to Berkeley College of Music. Tell me about that.
Of course, we would love to go there. Firstly, our teachers recommended a lot because some of them have been there and they say it's awesome, really. And personally, I would like to be in an environment where I share the same love for music as other people. Being I don't know, like identified with people who love music as the same as I do. So it would be awesome to be in an environment where they understand how hard we work and how we love what we do.
yeah, because over here, people don't appreciate it as much. They don't notice how much hard work we have to put in to play it. It's actually a lot of hard work. So going to Berkeley will be being with people who know how hard you have to work to be in that school, to play actually like well and share.
It's remarkable how they can, at that age, they can already they know how hard it is to make it, and remarkable, and the love towards the playing music, it's there, and all the goals, and actually everything. I only stopping the video and telling something, and after that they're telling the same thing about the hard work and all that, what I just told you guys. And it's just amazing. How can they think like that at that age and be so experienced about it? It's beyond words.
Share our love for music with other people. That's the main idea, to go there, like to learn more things from people who actually care a lot about it. Yeah.
What is it like playing as sisters? Is there ever any fighting or anything like that? Do you know how to push each other's buttons? Because as musicians, you can sometimes push each other's buttons, but as sisters, that can be a whole other game.
Yeah. It's awesome to work together. I mean, there are fights. It's normal. We're sisters.
We're sisters, yeah.
But it's awesome because we can say to each other frankly what we are missing or what we have to work on. And each of us knows what we have to do. But it's awesome because we can laugh and we can have a really great time practicing together.
And if we were friends, like to practice, it would be, no, I can't. Oh yes, but I can. And as sisters, we're always there. Like
we live in the same place.
In the same place, and we can practice whenever we can. Like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to have like sisters with you in the band. First of all, you don't have to worry about schedules. Well, sometimes you do because we have classes, so we still have to worry about schedule, but not that much. Second, it will be we have a really great time. but we have our fights, of course. We don't agree on everything. Maybe Ale wants something that I don't want, and maybe Danny wants something that Ale doesn't want. It's
complicated.
we sometimes have a hard time like
A
putting
desperate
like
time and
constructing
our ideas, like putting them together because everybody wants something different. But in the end, because we all have like a similar taste, so it's really cool to work together.
Well, I understand that just recently you actually worked on some of your own material. We know you from playing these covers, but now you have 7 of your own songs. Are they in the same genre, or what do they look like?
Well, they're all mixed up, really, because starting to do it, we didn't know what we were doing. We were just mixing ideas. So the songs came out in a bit of a mix of genres, but mostly rock. We want to focus on rock and do it all like that.
Yeah, the first songs we didn't even know that we had to put it in our instruments.
Yes.
It was just in the piano, some chords, a melody, and lyrics. That was all. So when our teacher Pablo told us like, oh yeah, let's start putting them together, making it like your own music but with the instruments. So we were like okay, let's try to do it. We were pretty. The first songs were pretty like different.
They're like ballads and
rock ballads. One is like a country song.
Yeah.
One is like pop rock, but the other ones are more concentrated on rock because we already had like the first one were just like for the experience. The other ones were like, okay, now we're doing this for real. Let's try to make them like rock, hard rock. So yeah, we're getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
So you've been working on these months for the last, or you've been working on these songs rather for the last several months.
Interesting to hear like this making process, like everyone who has been in a band, especially at the young age, know what they're talking about the song making and all that, but listening to the first album is it's just insane, the whole album, and there are some songs that like damn my memory, but it just like when we were that age, or when wait like 14, 15 years old, and we have or 16 years old maybe, and when I got my first guitar as a gift, and already started like putting a band together, and no knowledge of anything, how to play anything, and few of my friends had already have some experience, but still we sounded like shit, and and the girls at that age are better than most bands that nowadays roam the charts. I mean, it's it's insane, but it's like they had totally different like a view, like the love towards the music, and to most of the like myself, it wasn't really about the music. It was about the music scene and the drinking and the girls and all that shit, which goes away when you grow a bit older, and I don't know. I'm just raising my invisible hat to the girls because. Wow.
And in just 2 days' time, you are getting the opportunity to perform them in front of your fans, in front of a live audience. What is that going to be like?
Oh, we can't wait. We're so excited, really.
Yes.
We want it to be Monday so bad.
Yeah. We're nervous, but not that nervous because we're like, oh, it's just too excited to play in front of people, even if not, it's not like a lot. It still counts. It's a very good experience that we're gonna take, and oh, I just can't wait.
Yeah. It's like a mixture of emotions between nervous, super excited, and
something else.
Yeah, something
But
else.
the best thing of this is that everybody knows us for our covers. So getting all of our friends and family and supporters from here from Monterrey, to come and hear our original songs for the first time, it's actually pretty cool. I know it's gonna be very fun, very exciting, even though we're very nervous.
Yeah.
We've been working really hard to get it right, and I know we're gonna get it right because, it always goes out right.
The important thing is to have fun there. If something goes wrong, it doesn't matter. It's have fun and that's it. Like
and
have fun.
enjoy it, I think.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. And you know what? Even if something goes wrong, you're the only ones who know. So that's the best part, right?
Yeah. That's kind of a plus.
Yeah.
Nobody knowing the song is like.
That's actually quite from the interview viewer said like nobody knows if something goes wrong. That's why I've always liked to play my own songs or the band's songs, because nobody really knows if something goes wrong on stage, because they're our songs that we play them as we pleased. So and so it's, I forgot what I was talking about, but the point is it's always better to play own songs and make it on your own. And about the covers that I've heard from The Warning, it's still like it's the own unique way of doing it as a trio, and I don't even consider them like a normal cover. I don't know, but it's unique way of doing cover songs, what they have.
You can make a mistake and be just like, that's all part of the song. That's all part of the song.
I know that some hits have actually been made that way. There is a bit of a mistake on stage. Nobody knew, and it turned into something. So who knows?
Yeah. We have to learn from our mistakes and maybe get something out of it.
Absolutely. Now, Paulina, you do a lot of the singing for the band while you're on drums, a talent that not a lot of people actually can do well. What is that like?
It's pretty hard, actually. I think for all of us, we can sing well when we don't have instruments. But when we grab the instruments, it's way harder to sing because you have... First, my position, the position of sitting down is not the best position to singing. And then you're doing a lot of movements with your arms and legs. You're getting out of breath. So to hold your breath, be in time, in singing and those types of things, it's really hard. But for the three of us, we actually have to practice it really well to sing it and play it at the same time so we can get it done right.
Yeah, and for Ale and me also, it's kind of difficult since we have to get the right chord, the right place
notes and everything because
of our hands.
Yeah.
And not watching it, it's kind of
because
hard.
If you're like this, the microphone is here. It doesn't.
Yeah, you have to be looking up
and
like something here.
Watching. It's difficult.
It's difficult. So when we can sing better
without the instruments. We actually sing way better. But actually, I really don't have a problem with the placement because I already know where the drums are. But for them, it's way harder not to see what they're touching. Let's say
because if you do a slide and you touch the wrong note,
it sounds like bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah, so it's hard. So we actually have to pay attention to those type of things so we can actually sing. Well, it's not 100% singing. It's not the best.
Yeah.
We're still working on it. But we do the best we can.
We still need to practice it, but it's like we're working.
It's in
on
process.
It. Yeah, it's in
Yes.
process.
Absolutely. Well, girls, I can say that you are definitely professionals with just the way that you talk about your music and how you perform and that sort of thing. A lot of that credit goes to your teachers, and I understand that you've had several over the years. So tell me a little bit about who your teachers are and the influence that they've had on your time as musicians.
Well, I had a lot of teachers over the years. Right now, I have a teacher named Berkeley. He's an awesome teacher. He teaches me a lot of improvising, how to make my sound my own, like how to own it and make things the way I want without it sounding like weird. And he loves rock and roll and supports me in every way he can.
Yeah. Over here, I've had a lot of drum teachers, actually, more than I can even remember. But the most significant one that I had is Javier Garagarza, who is teaching me like right now in the present. He's the best drum teacher ever. He teaches me a lot of technique. The technique, when you apply it to the drums, it's like a whole different thing, a whole different world. He's teaching me different genres.
It's nice that they, like at a young age, they already the influence from the teachers, like taking advice, and that's nice. When I look back at myself, like learning to play anything, or I was always like, and I'm still in every aspect of my life. I'm like I don't want any advice. I was terrible at school. I don't like to being told what to do. I want to do the mistakes and failures and figure out it myself. But it's a long road when you go like that. It's same like learning music, learning everything. Everything in my life is always been like learning from the failure. I don't know why that is, but I'm jealous at the girls that from this like they can absorb all the knowledge, and they have been given that opportunity, which is very nice.
Genres of music, so I can use those things and apply it to my own use. It's the technique is the thing that he's like really hitting on that I have to learn, and I'm actually getting pretty good at it, and I'm actually pretty happy with my progress with him. So he supports us and he gives us tips and everything. So he's a really good teacher.
Yeah.
My teacher is Pablo Gonzalez. It's the third teacher I've had. They've had a lot more than me, but he is actually pretty good. He teaches me technique too, not to get tired because it's really hard not to get tired when you're playing a lot of time. He teaches me groove, how to stay like at the same volume when you play. He's awesome. He also taught us how to write our own songs.
Yeah, how to like
instruments
incorporate
and-
it to
yeah.
the instruments. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
He's
so-
a
it's
teacher
awesome.
for the three of us
Yeah.
Yes.
in our band and writing.
Writing our songs.
Writing process.
Yeah.
He taught us how to.
The first
Correct.
songs that are made, he was the one that helped us. He was the one that said, let's see.
Let's try
Everyone,
this.
like by the week, a
song. We had to do a song.
a
like,
song
for
each
week.
one for a week, and we just kept going, and he teaches us that. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds like your teachers definitely love you and love working with you. Writing a song in a week, not an easy task, especially when, again, you look at how young the three of you are. So where do you get the inspiration for the music that you've written?
Me, I actually get it from reading books. that's my main inspiration from reading books. Some of my songs are like pretty dark. Things that you
So
would not
dark.
expect from me, like to say like, oh yes, well, really dark stuff. Well, I got it from reading books. It's not like, yeah, I want everybody to die. No.
No.
Is that I got it from a book.
From a book.
Yeah, it's because they haven't heard the songs. When you hear them,
When you hear the songs, there are gonna be like pretty dark songs in there. You know which ones are mine from that. But
I think most of the songs are very dark. I think I said in one, I don't remember the song or anything, but I mean in the reaction video that how can these lyrics, it was the Sinister Smiles, I think, when I actually I did the cover and I had to read because I don't pay much attention unless I'm reading the lyrics. When I'm hearing, I'm more of the melody guy, sort of a guy, but when I read the lyrics while I was doing the cover, and I was thinking, and how is this possible if at that stage at these lyrics, and then I went out and read some more of those, and it's quite dark and deep, and how at that age, how can it the writing be so? Of course, if you read a lot, it's always a great way to get inspiration for me as well, and movies, of course. Yeah, and if you like, our latest music video was The Gunslinger with The Old Man's Tale, and that song, if those who don't know, it's from the Stephen King's Dark Tower series, and which starts the man in black fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed. And it's like in the song, the lyrics are, the song starts the same way and ends in the same way, kind of. But an Odyssey of Alaska, I posted on this channel as well. It's from the, God, I forgot, Christopher McCandless, who lost in the and died in the Alaska. So it's songwriting is always interesting, where you got a story from a book or from a movie, and but to make it make the lyrics and make the story for a song, that's quite hard task for anyone. But like I said, at that age, it's remarkable.
some songs we actually we were inspired by each other. Like Danny wrote a song that was about us.
Oh yeah, but that one we haven't finished.
We
it.
haven't
We
finished
haven't
it, but
finished
it's
it,
like there.
Yeah.
There's
I like, just sometimes I don't get it. I don't know where do I get it from, because sometimes I just like, oh, I like this melody and this letter. I record it, then I come down to the piano, do some chords, and that's it. I do a song.
I cannot do that. I cannot first invent the melody and the lyric, and
Yeah,
then
me neither.
and then put the chords. No, I have to find the chords,
and
then
then
they
do
do
the-
the other things.
Yeah,
I
and-
cannot.
And me, on the other hand, I make stories in my mind. Like, I don't know, I imagine a heartbreak and do a song about it.
Yeah.
Not that I have lived it. No way.
There's a song about a heartbreak, and we were like,
What?
what happened to
We
you,
haven't
Danny?
lived anything of our songs.
Yeah,
We
all of
haven't
our
lived it.
songs have stories. None of those stories are ours. No,
Ours.
we
haven't happened
we
to
are
us,
very
no.
happy people.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, girls, do each of you read? I know, Danny, reading is one of your favorite things to do in the very little amount of free time that you have.
Yes, I read a lot. I have written I have read a lot of books like in a small period of time. In the little time I have, like when I wake up and I'm getting dressed, I'm like
yeah, let's
reading the book, and then I do everything I have to do in my day, and then in the night is like I'm gonna read a little bit.
They finish books like this thick.
Yeah.
In
Like
one
I
day.
I actually really like reading too. Everything that Dani reads, I end up reading it too. Like she read the Percy Jackson books, and I was like immediately reading them. She doesn't
don't
like
like reading.
She
I don't like.
she didn't get it.
I prefer like being drawing or something.
She's really good at drawing.
But I don't. The reading thing doesn't get me. No, I don't like.
We don't only read. Well, maybe she only reads, but Ale draws a lot. Draws a lot. Danny also.
Me too.
I suck at drawing. I hate drawing. I'm not good at it. It's like what I try to do like a stick man, and it's still ugly.
She gets desperate. It's like no.
If
you don't have the patience.
She doesn't have the patience.
Yeah, I don't have the patience. Not even for drumming. I lack a patience. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know how to draw, but I like to design clothes, I think. I have this book that I wanted for my birthday, and they actually gave it to me. It's a really big book. It's a sketchbook that you have like the mannequins there, and you just draw on top of them. It's a really good book. I enjoy doing it, but like right now, since we're preparing for the concert, it has been a long time since we don't do any of that, but we don't mind.
You're just so focused on the music and so focused on pleasing your fans, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I know that looking at your YouTube page, as I had mentioned earlier in the interview, hundreds of thousands of people are checking out the videos that you're posting.
I'm going to take a little pause because it's a quite long video, and I have to use the toilet and probably go for a smoke and probably have another beer. But let's continue in a minute. Right, let's continue. New beer, and let's go.
How did all of that get started on YouTube, and what is it like pretty much being a YouTube celebrity?
Like since a long time ago, I was just playing a Hannah Montana cover, I think. Yeah, a Hannah Montana cover. You can imagine the age that I was like 7.
Yeah.
But I was like a midget. So I was playing the drums, and I don't know why, but my father like just recorded it, and he thought it was cute, so he uploaded it to YouTube. So yeah, he uploaded it. It didn't get like, it only got like 6 views. So it was like But then my father showed me a video of this guy playing a Taylor Swift cover. I really liked Taylor Swift, and I still like her. But so I really liked the cover of that guy, so I decided, okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna try to play it. So when I got it, my father was like, okay, let's record it. So it took a long time, yes, but we finally uploaded it to YouTube. Yeah, it actually started getting a lot of hits. So it was like, okay, let's do another one. My father showed me this video of this guy named Kobus playing a Kelly Clarkson cover, but it was not like how the drummer of the original song played it. It was like he invented a lot of stuff on top of it. So, and I was 10 years old. I was 9 actually. It took like a year for me to get it. But to me that was like, whoa, that's really hard. So when I finally got it, I got it without the crossover thing. So I got it, and my father recorded it. It was like, okay, let's upload it. But then my father found the video of Kobus teaching like his viewers how to do the crossover. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. When I got it, yeah, I finally recorded the video, and it went to YouTube. It started getting a lot of hits. All my friends were like, oh, I saw you on YouTube. Oh, I saw you on YouTube. So it was a pretty big thing. But before that, I think that
we hadn't started the band.
No. We
uploaded
some videos of us playing the piano. But that was pretty old, and that didn't get a lot of things because
we were still separate players.
Yeah, we didn't play together. That's why there are some videos of me alone playing. But then after that, we started getting so many hits. It was like, okay, that's cool. And when we got the opportunity to play at our school, they recorded it too and uploaded it to YouTube. That was our first video as like a band. And it started getting views, and then we said, okay, let's do more covers.
Yeah, but we never imagined that we were gonna have so many views and people.
It was just for fun.
Yeah, it was
like
just
that.
for fun.
See what
And
happens, like.
Yeah, we just uploaded it so like family could see.
Yeah,
it.
it was
See
for
them
family
more.
actually. Yeah. And then a lot of people started watching it, and it was
They
like, okay, let's
commented and,
continue.
like, Let's
Yeah.
continue our process.
The process. We're still in the process. We still
Yeah.
haven't finished, but still, that's how it all started.
Yeah.
Now, how did the name The Warning come together?
Well, we were going to do a concert here in our house with other members of our classes. We were 4 bands. All the bands were of boys. We were the only girl band.
And they had names
Yeah, they all had names,
Yeah.
so we had to come up with one.
with one.
So we started naming everything we could, like desk. We're going to name ourselves desk.
Like, we're gonna be desks.
I don't know. We're going to be anything we thought of. And then we had an imaginary album.
Yeah. And then it was gonna be The Warning. We had the picture and everything for the imaginary album, and then Pao said, like, let's put it on the name of the band, The Warning. And well, we said, like, well, it is fine, and we all agreed on it, so it stayed as The Warning.
Yeah.
What do your friends think of the band and everything that you're doing with your music?
They support us.
Yeah.
Like, they're so happy. I have a lot of friends
Me
that
too.
are like, rock on, yeah. They love it.
Yeah, at first it wasn't such a big deal. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, you play the drums, oh, you play the guitar, oh, you play the bass. It was like a normal thing for them. That's why we wanted to go to Berkeley, because they don't appreciate as much.
No, they
Yeah.
they do
They
appreciate
do,
it,
but they don't
but
know.
as they don't
Yeah.
play
Play
it,
it,
they
don't
They
know
don't
how
know
much
how
hard
how we
work.
feel.
hard
But
work and
they
how we
do
feel
support
about
us. They're like
They're
big
awesome.
fans. Yeah. When I told my friends that I was gonna have like the concert that we're about to have, they were like, oh, you have to invite me. They were all planning what they were gonna do, and one of my friends is like, I'm gonna be your personal manager. Yeah, you'll just have to sign this. I was like,
I
No.
have like 100 #1 fans.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like, I'm your number one fan.
They're
And it's
all
like,
the #1.
But I'm little, I'm 10 years, so my friends like still tell me, what's a bass? What's that? And I am like, oh, I have explained it so many times, and there's still friends that don't know what it is. So
Yeah, and like when she plays the bass, some people say like, "Oh, you play awesome the guitar."
And I'm
And it's
like,
like-
yeah, sure,
And
sure. Thank you.
there actually have been people that tell me, I love how you play the guitar, and I was like,
That's
how could you
actually
think that is a
really-
guitar?
Yeah,
It's a really big thing, and it doesn't even have like strings. It was pretty funny. But.
Well, girls, we've heard a lot about a lot of your fans, and I understand some of them have actually asked, what about a 4th member? Do you think that you need a 4th member?
It's kind of, sometimes it's kind of hard not to have a fourth member, like to be on the keyboard
or the lead singer, or whatever.
Another instrument,
another
because
instrument
since
because
we're 3, it's difficult to add more instruments to our songs because
Yeah.
we cannot play
Play
them
them
live.
like we can record it, but we
But we
cannot
can't.
play like in a live audience.
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah, and it will be kind of weird to be 3 sisters and another
And another
fan
person that is
member.
not like a family member.
Family
It will be
member.
so weird.
So weird.
So we're actually pretty good being 3 sisters.
Yeah.
Being
Yes,
three
three
sisters,
sisters.
it's enough for us.
Yes. I can
Yeah.
imagine playing with another sister. It will be absolute chaos.
Yeah.
What about a brother? Do you think that's an option for you?
Oh, I would love to have a brother. It would be so cool.
Yeah, we don't know what it's like to have a brother because
yeah.
we don't have. It would be
Yeah.
so cool to have one. I have always dreamed of having a big brother. I mean, I
See.
can't anymore, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of my friends tell me that it's not fun to
Yeah,
have
they
brothers
said the
because
same.
they hit me and they always fight with me, and they always like, oh no,
But
you're
it's the
so
same here. We
bad
still
and
fight.
but we don't hit each other. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that's
We don't hit each other.
But
That's
that's
better.
yeah, that's fair. But still, it will be kind of cool to have a
Yeah.
brother. Yes.
all of your #1 fans, Daniela, you said that you have about 100 of them. Worldwide, I understand that you actually have quite a good fan base right now. And they want to see your dream of going to Berkeley College of Music come true. And so I understand that there is a GoFundMe campaign started. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, since we want to get to Berkeley, Ted made us a favor of doing the GoFundMe page, which we're really thankful. Thank you. And so that we can gather money from donations that people make so we can have an opportunity to get there.
And there may be potential for additional scholarships once you're there?
Yes. Once they see how well you are and how badly you want it and you love music, they can give you a scholarship.
They start like, oh yeah, if she comes here, maybe we can give her a scholarship, and it depends on your audition to get inside the school, right?
Yeah.
But still.
And your interest, because there are people like that just go there.
That they just want to learn, but they don't have.
Yeah, but
like,
they really
the
don't
passion.
have the
The
love.
passion.
That's
for
the
the music. Yeah.
Well, I think that the one word that would describe the three of you would definitely be passion for what it is that you're doing. For anybody who's just getting to know the Warning Band and doesn't know a whole lot about you, where do they get some more information and how can they find out?
I just have to say about the passion thing, because I know a lot of musicians, friends, and they have been learning these techniques and all of that. But I think that's some I don't know, very good players and all that. But I think the lack of passion towards music, it's something. I don't know. I just can't feel it or hear it or something. It's weird. And then again, there's some musicians and all who can play as good, but they're clearly they have some kind of a passion towards the music, and but they don't have the skills to do it. I don't know, but the girls have the both. They have the skill and the passion, and that's what makes them so great. It's weird how it goes.
More details about the GoFundMe campaign.
In our page,
thewarningband.com. Yeah, yes. There is actually in that page.
There's everything.
Yeah, there's everything.
Our story, our teachers,
how we found music. Everything,
what we
everything.
like.
Everything.
All about the GoFundMe campaign.
And photos.
Yeah.
Even pictures.
Yeah, there's pictures of us.
Every artist needs to have a good photo, but also a good autograph. Have you been practicing your autographs?
Yes.
They already have. There's like, oh yeah, that's so cool. Mine. I really don't like mine. It's like it looks like childish. I had one, but my father was like, "That's all gibberish." It actually looked like gibberish.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like really recognizable that it was mine. So right now it's just my name with a little heart.
But it's your but it's yours. It's your style.
It's so fast. It's my style.
It's okay.
Yeah. I already have mine. I had mine since I was like 8.
Well, but we're actually practicing because we're really bad at singing.
Because
really bad.
Like our famous artists are like,
they're really quickly.
And we're like, is it fun?
We have to do it like 20 times.
20 times. Like we have to have a lot of pictures to sign because one of us is gonna mess up.
We have a paper filled with our signature.
Signatures, yeah, I think
our signature. A whole page like called
because we were like trying to decide which one. This one or this one? No, this one. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
I understand that you wanted to say thank you to some of your supporters.
We want to say special thanks to our teachers, Pablo Gonzalez, Pavel Cal, Javier Garagarza, and all of the teachers that had influenced us over the years. Also to Win Squires at Triastrium for his hard work on our website. Thank you so much. to Dwayne Thompson for big cash donations and Alice bass guitar.
Dan and Irma Holloway for their monthly donations. Nick Warren for his cash donations and joining the Warning family.
Yeah.
Dave Hatchie, cash donations and solid support. And to those of you who donated on GoFundMe, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We would like to thank Kelly Carney and Sherry Moore for their support as well. A special hi and thank you to Dave and Chell Rubin. And thank you, Ted, for being a true friend. Without your support, we couldn't be in the way of achieving our dream. In fact, none of this would have been possible without your help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, girls, we are hoping that you get to achieve all of those dreams. They are huge dreams that you have to be able to storm the music scene, but I think you're probably definitely on your way. So thank you so much for joining me today and giving me the opportunity to introduce you to all of your English-speaking fans out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once again, it is the Warning Band. If you want some more information about them, you can go online, thewarningband.com. You can also check out all their covers on YouTube. And of course, stay tuned very soon for some of their original songs right here. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. Awesome. Really enjoyed that interview. Actually, this was the first interview I watched, and at that age, and how cool is that they're speaking so good English already at that age, and it is remarkable. I would like to watch more of this. More of these interviews. If you happen to know, is there any out there? I would really appreciate if you know any of this kind of. I like to do. I like to watch interviews and especially warning interviews and this how this was very. I learned a lot about the band, about the song making and the history of how they end up to be the Warning, and it just blew my mind once again. And yeah, please send me more if you happen to know is there more out there, and I will be checking more of those vlogs because I enjoy those too, but this was something else. I think the best insight to Warning is in this interview. There was some kind of a documentary out there, but it's all in Spanish, and my Spanish, there is no my Spanish, and but if there's one in like in English, I would really like to watch it. And yeah, thanks for sharing this moment with me once again. And yeah, what can I say? Remarkable girls, remarkable band, and great birth story to the Warning. Yeah, I think that's that, and I hope you subscribe if you like the content, and I will see you on the next one then. And tomorrow, if I got the time, I'll do a reaction to Warning vlog, and I'll see you then. Take care.